Shannon Sharpe. Have you guys heard about Shannon Sharpe? Now, if you don't know who Shannon Sharpe is a former NFL football player. He's a former great NFL tight end. And he really elevated from becoming a personality on Fox Sports 1, opposite of Skip Bayless on Undisputed. And, Shannon Sharpe said this before the election. I'd rather pay $20 a gallon than have Trump in office. Hope that answers your question. Because this person says, Shannon, do you still hate Donald? And so Shannon Sharpe said he'd rather pay $20 a gallon than have Trump in office. Now, as I always say, you can tell a lot from a person that puts all of their identity into hating Donald Trump. So Shannon Sharpe is facing some pretty big issues right now. And I'm not really sure what to make of all of it, other than Shannon Sharpe has proven to be a very, very unhinged individual, to say the least. So Shannon Sharpe is now getting hit with a lawsuit, and he addressed it. He made a video trying to get ahead of the lawsuit, and he's basically blaming it on him being a black man. It's because he's a black man, everybody. Here is Shannon Sharpe's video talking about what he's facing. And let's listen to what Shannon Sharpe has to say right here.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzbee, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzbee targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzbee want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do.
Now, Shannon Sharpe, let's right here. The identity and photos of Shannon Sharpe's you-know-what accuser is also known as this girl right here. She's an OnlyFans girl. The 20-year-old is suing Sharpe for $50 million for SA, despite his offer of $10 million to keep quiet. Now, we've got this video right here that was just released, audio that the accuser has released of a conversation she had with Shannon Sharpe. Now, Shannon Sharpe wants everyone to know that you're a bad person if you voted for Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is a terrible human being. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public.
Might choke you in public is what he says.
Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do with the shit you did to me.
Now, is it true? I don't know. Is it real? I don't know. This was released, I believe, by TMZ. TMZ is the one that released this. But what's interesting is Shannon Sharpe works for ESPN. And the other day after WrestleMania, I'm not sure if you guys know who Paul Heyman is. Paul Heyman is a legend in the wrestling business. And Paul Heyman, he put Pat McAfee, who also works for ESPN, in a really tough spot when he was in character. This is what Paul Heyman had to say.
See, CM Punk does as much good to my reputation as Shannon Sharpe does to ESPN.
Oh, no, jeez. Oh, boy. All right, see, all right, we don't need that. We don't need that. A lot going on.
Don't ooh me. I'm not the one getting sued.
Oh, okay. All right.
Whoa.
He said, I'm not the one getting sued on ESPN. On ESPN. It's so great, dude. He went in, dude. All right. He went in multiple times. This line right here is probably the greatest line ever. All right. So a fan said something to Paul Heyman. And if I can find it. And Paul Heyman turned around and responded with this.
You? The one that's going to get deported?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, amigo.
Mats are hot.
I may suck, but it's your mother that taught me how.
You know, ESPN hated that. Oh my God. You know, ESPN, because he was sitting there and someone yells, Paul Heyman sucks. And then he turned around. He says, who said it? Was it you?
You? The one that's going to get deported?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, amigo.
Mats are hot.
I may suck, but it's your mother that taught me how.
Oh my God, it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen, dude. It was the greatest thing ever. And I mean, look, I don't know how comfortable ESPN is with what happened. I would have to, because he said more. He said a lot more, and he put a lot more information out there. He said that Pat McAfee got high. He said this on stage. He's like, Pat McAfee got high with him and started talking shit about Stephen A. Smith. And then there was this other guy right here. I got to show you guys this one because this was my favorite moment right here. Here we go. This was my favorite moment.
So this gentleman right here, I call you a gentleman and you laugh, okay? So this jerk off right here says to me, how could I do it? I did it just to piss you personally off. Nobody else in the WWE universe, just you. I did it all just for you personally. Now, what the are you going to do about it? And the answer is the same thing that Roman Reigns and CM Punk are going to do about it. Not a goddamn thing.
Jeez. It was Easter yesterday.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right.
So please be unlike your daughter and keep your mouth
Jeez.
shut.
Jeez Louise.
Wow.
Sorry, sir.
Dude, he was so on point. So he really got ESPN worked up about bringing the Shannon Sharpe stuff up. ESPN was not happy. Shannon Sharpe's in a lot of trouble. And in all reality, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care about the Shannon Sharpe stuff if he would not have virtue signaled against Trump. But he virtue signaled against Trump. He said that Trump was such a bad guy, just like P. Diddy did, you know, just like all these other, those that pre-sell out us have the most to hide. So we will see what happens. But I think ESPN's going to be firing him pretty soon because the video and the text messages and the leaks are not good for Shannon Sharpe at this point in time.